Right. Let's have a look at this article in the Portugal news then. Loving this. And of course, it is important to consider quality as well as quantity. However, on the quantity side, and well reported here by the Portugal news, life expectancy rises in Portugal. Portuguese people can expect, spoiler alert, I suppose it is really, isn't it? It's good news and bad news. It's good news if you're in your, well, anything less than 70, I suppose, psychologically. However, if you are 82 and a half, it might not be such great news. Portuguese people can expect to live, gotta laugh. What else can you do? Portuguese people can expect to live to 82 and a half years. According to Idealista, European citizens can expect to live longer. Than who? Life expectancy at birth in one of the 27 European countries stood at 81.4 years in 2023. Bear with. Still hear that little cough. It's on its way out, though, you little rascal. Although, thank you for bringing the gifts. The shamanic, the feverish shamanic experience of man flu. I thank you for the new realizations that have been bestowed upon me. But see yourself out. Expectancy at birth in one of the 27. No, I still need to cough again. Hold on. Please cough and talk among yourselves. Right, that should be it now. According to Idealista, European citizens can expect to live longer. Life expectancy at birth in one of the 27 European Union countries stood at 81.4 years in 2023, exceeding the value recorded before the COVID-19 pandemic. In Portugal, life expectancy also rose to 82 and a half. In 2023, life expectancy at birth in the EU was 81.4. In one of, I think there's something a bit wonky with this reporting. Anyway, let's continue. Life expectancy at birth. I'm not doubting the numbers. It's just how it's written that's confusing me a bit. Maybe you too, maybe not. Maybe I'm just being an idiot here. Life expectancy at birth in the EU was 81.4 years, marking an increase of 0.8 years compared to 2022. Another cough. I've just had this horrible realization that I muted the wrong channel just now and coughed all over you and snorted and did all sorts of disgusting things. It rose 0.8 generally in the EU after having decreased in 2020 and 2021. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play Marion's video. I might have to play it again a bit later, otherwise she'll tell me off. But I'm going to play a video while I have a really good cough and enjoy it rather than just making a half-hearted attempt of it. So here you go. Here is Marion's springtime formula. No, it's not. That's a still. And you nearly got me coughing on you then, which would have been quite unpleasant. Okay, traditional Chinese medicine and springtime.
Spring is a time to refresh. Start with green tea, a gentle detox for the season. Hydrate and cleanse with celery and cucumber. Kimchi supports gut health. Power up with sprouts, tiny but packed with nutrients. For a quick spring miso soup, mix miso paste into warm water. Add mushrooms and tofu. A probiotic-rich boost for your gut and a great source of plant-based protein. Nourish, refresh, and flow with the season.
Look at you, Marion. I love that. I'm sure that was music to Peter's ears as well. And I think she'll clarify exactly how we cleanse with a cucumber when she joins us in about, 25 minutes. Right. Okay, everyone's coughing, aren't they, this morning, Mel? Right. Going back to life expectancy. And there's an irony here, isn't there? Man struggles to make it through life expectancy article live on the Good Morning Portugal show. I will make it. Right. Where was I? In 2023, life expectancy at birth in the EU was 81.4 years, marking an increase of 0.8 years compared to 2022. After having decreased in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic, life expectancy reached higher values compared to 2019 before COVID-19. This is also the highest value recorded since 2002, reflecting a total increase of 3.8 years, explains Eurostat. in a press release published on the 14th of March. Those born in Portugal, it's breaking it down into areas. Any surprises there? We'll come back to that. Those born in Portugal also have a longer life expectancy. This indicator rose in 2023 to 82.5 years, above the 81.8 years recorded in the previous year and above the 81. Are you keeping up with this? And above the 81.9 years recorded in 2019 before the pandemic crisis. You get the gist, I think, even if all of those numbers, even if that tirade of numbers was a bit confusing. Eurostat, I think my dyscalculia kicked in during that. Eurostat data also reveals that life expectancy in Portugal for 2023 differs depending on the region of the country. Well, I guess it would. When you look at numbers like this, it's going to vary from street to street as well, isn't it? However, the generalities of the regions are here, depending on the region in which one is born, being much higher in the north of the country. Life expectancy higher in the north. That's a bit counterintuitive, isn't it, where it's cold and chilly? But there must be something they're doing right up there to live at least long. There's no reference here. Did you notice recently that Portugal's gone down in the global happiness index? You're on your own with that. You're going to have to boost your own happiness index, folks, for the time being, until the stats catch up. But yes, in the north, I think these are done in numerical order. Yes, they are. Island life is not so forgiving, although I guess the difference is only 3 years. But, that's quite a long time if you're waiting for a bus. North, 83.2 then. Centre, 82.9. Western Tagus Valley, 82.2. You get the picture. And in the autonomous region of the Açores, 79.5, and the autonomous region of Madeira, 80.6. In Portugal, as in the other member states, who doesn't like a member state first thing in the morning? Women are also expected to live longer. We're used to that, aren't we? 85.3 years than men, 79.5 years. Well, that's quite a difference, isn't it? There is a difference of 5.8 years of life higher than that recorded in the EU as a whole, 5.3 years. Wow. So that differential has increased then between men and women in that time. You may speculate as to why. 500, look, shiny thing, 500,000 euro scratch card win. I've had a few wins. I'm in that loop of winning back my stake, so to speak. STAKE. You don't win a stake. You carnivores who thought I was talking about the lottery here where you win a stake. No. I keep winning my €2 back in what's like a loop of hope. And I've got some to take back to the Raspadinha shop. I'm feel naked without me Good Morning Portugal surrounded. Or actually my Bom Dia Daily. There you go. That's better. But anyway, that's an interesting little article there about life expectancy in Portugal. And given that this is Wellbeing Tuesday, very briefly, let me mention and thank Aoife, who sent me her lovely book, The Art of Unwinding. The last copy I had of this I actually gave to my mum. So my mum's got a copy of this. I now have again in my possession The Art of Unwinding. And I'll go to page 24. I'll also get my glasses, if I had any. Let me show you as well the lovely poster that she shares with her book too. This is a wonderful poster. We're going to put it up in the studio. The Art of Unwinding and a few stretches there. Isn't that nice? Lovely poster. I like the colours on that. Very cosmic. In their purple there. And back to the book then. And I think I'm looking at the conclusion of... No, I'm not. I'm looking at general advice on page 24 of The Art of Unwinding, which gives that time-honoured advice, which you might expect, but people still don't do it. Drink plenty of water daily. And after a treatment session, generalisation there. I do, say some people who carry around those massive buckets of water. Muscular pain from dehydration occurs when your dehydrated body pulls the water it needs from the muscles. For any exercise involving sitting, lying down, kneeling, etc., I think you'll like this, Coach Turner, you should have a good firm cushion underneath you. It sounds like grandma advice, doesn't it? A good firm cushion, dear, is what you need, and a blanket over your knees. For example, 2 yoga mats or a good carpet make the exercises more comfortable to perform, and those exercises are in this book. To make lifestyle changes that will last, I see what she did there. I suggest trying a few different things to find out what works best for you and your body. Exercises that use your own body weight, such as push-ups and sit-ups, are great. There's a lot out there to try. Do what you enjoy. And there's a little bit of advice here. to do do things that make your heart beat faster. Isn't that nice advice just anyway? The idea that an aerobic deficit might make you breathe a bit faster and your heart beat faster. But also, make things that make your heart skip a beat, and the excitement of seeing things that might make your heart beat faster. Among them here, Tai Chi, and I would include Qigong in that particular ballpark. Meditation, she says, does that make your heart beat faster? It can do, I guess. Depends what goes through your mind. Skipping, climbing, acrobatics. Anyone? Hockey, walking, roller skating, skateboarding. Is anyone? When was the last time you were on a skateboard? Rugby. Colin would approve of that. Swimming, of course. Circuit training. And how about a bit of the bunga bunga? Get a dog as well, says the Portugueser. 2 45-minute walks daily. Well done, Portugueser. Interesting to see you last night. You're a bit negative last night, weren't you, in retrospect, on Munson and the Geezer last night. And anyway, let's move on. Thank you so much, Aoife Brewster, for your book, The Art of Unwinding, which I suggest if you search for that, you'll be able to find it and have one sent to you too. I will come back to more of your greetings, and howtorepair.com is still with us. Fantastic. John's arrived. Joao de Nort. Aviva, who was with me last night, has arrived too. So we'll come back to your comments in just a moment after we welcome Mel. Let's say hi to Mel.